Let's talk about this Pioneer thing, people. This is some crazy stuff, okay? Now, you've probably seen a bunch of videos on this already, okay? Usually, you know, when something new comes out, I hop on it, right? I'm going to jump on and make a video right away. A lot of YouTubers did that. I wanted to dig a little bit. I wanted to get as much information as I possibly could for you guys, you know, so I can really give like firm, not just look at a picture and say, hey, what, you know, this is what I think it's going to be or whatever. We're going to really dive into this, okay? So we'll start from the beginning. So a couple days ago, Pioneer drops this video and shakes up the entire industry. This video right here. Okay? Get ready for the revolution. And you see, that's an important part of the video. If you see at the end of this video, you see the platters, they're spinning and then they stop. So you can tell they're moving platters. So that's a guarantee, right? So first impressions, right? It's the Pioneer REV7. That's what they're saying it's being called. And versus the Rain 1. This is their answer to the Rain 1. I talked about this before. I talked about this, like I had a whole video about this 2 months ago when this picture leaked. Are they coming out with this? Is this their answer to the Rain 1 and all that? Looks like I was right. And I mean, let's be honest. You know, if the thing turns out and it's not crooked and it has onboard effects, it beat the Rain 1 all day. But that's not even the tip of the iceberg, okay? They're taking this shit to a whole nother level, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, before we get into like what I heard and like quote unquote rumors and predictions and that sort of thing, first I want to break down the video. I brought it down to slow motion so we can kind of go through it really quick, okay? And I can show you a couple little nuances I noticed. So this is the video in slow motion. So those are going to be your toggles for the effects. So we know it has those. I'm expecting a Magville crossfader on this, for sure, to compete with the Rain 1. The platters look like they have, like, built-in vinyl. So, unlike the Rain 1, you can kind of replace those top things. These look like platters that are actually kind of built in. If you can see, how there's no lip on top, there's not an actual vinyl sitting on there. I think these are, like, motorized platters, but, like, it's like a built-in vinyl, if that makes sense. Like, there's nothing you can remove. It's just, like, the platter's the platter, which I don't know if it's going to be better or worse. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, that's something I'm kind of curious about. Now, the screen is interesting. Now, from here, you can kind of tell that, like, there's, like, a circle, like, to the right there. There's, like, it's a circle, kind of. But see how long the screen in the video looks? And it doesn't really match up to the picture. And we're going to talk about that in a second. You could definitely see that this is an S9 mixer on the, like, S9-like setup layout with the pads, everything in the middle here, which is very, very cool. The pads look a little different there, which is interesting. You can see the side of the platter. The platter lights up underneath, which aesthetically is going to look very, very cool. I'm excited about that. That's a cool little feature. It's a better look at the platter. See what I mean? It's not like a built-in. Goes to their revolution, and then at the end you can see kind of like the platter stopping. All right, so we got that. So here's the leaked pic everybody's talking about. I took the liberty to blow this picture up and kind of sharpen it and, you know, make it a little more high def so we can really kind of like break this down. Now, this is a picture. It looks like it was a screenshot from a video of someone demoing it. The original picture had the Serato on top and everything like that. So I don't think this is a fake picture. I think this is the real thing. This is what's coming out for sure. This version, the REV7, is definitely going to come out. 7 stands for 7-inch platters, I'm assuming. Rev stands for revolution. They said get ready for the revolution in the video. The platters, you know, have a revolution. They spin around. So that all kind of makes sense to me. It's looking like, so, and I just think this is genuinely real. I love the layout. It's symmetrical. It's not crooked like that stupid Rain 1. They have the what you call it, the pitch faders on top there, which is really cool because it's like a battle mode. You know, it's basically set up just like if turntables were in battle mode, just like, you know, if you use regular turntables. The mixer itself in the middle looks a lot like the S7. Pretty sure it probably has the scratch bag and all those cool features. Everything's like familiar layouts, so you could tell it has all the same, like, effects, everything. I'm very much assuming the effects are on board because you can see in the middle, the effects panel, it says Echo 1. It's on Echo right there. I see and then I also see a reverb. If you kind of like zoom in, like where the things are. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse on this, but you can see there's like reverb and echo. The fact that you can click there and they're right on there, I'm really assuming that these are on board like analog effects. They're not like the Rain 1 where you're just using Serato effects, which is just completely takes it night and day. And there's also screens in the middle of the platter, which bugs me out because if these are moving platters, right? If these truly are moving platters, how do they have a screen in between them? Like, is it just the outside, like a donut shape moving, Is it really moving with the screen? Does the screen turn around? There's no way. Like, that wouldn't make sense if the screen turned around with it, because then, like, the waveform will be, like, circulating and it would kind of mess you up. Like, it looks like the waveforms, if you go back to the video here, right, it looks like the waveforms are going up and down like normal, like they would on the S11, see? So if they're going up and down like that, then it kind of doesn't make sense that there's a screen in the middle of the platter if it's a moving platter, unless it's separated, unless the screen is its own thing and the platter is the shape of a donut and it just moves around, which is kind of odd, but may work. I've just never seen anything like that in my life. So what do I think it is? What have I heard? Well, I'll tell you right now. Number one, I do believe it's a moving platter. I think it's a donut shape, and that's how it's moving around in this instance. But I think the screen they showed in that video isn't the screen from this REV7. Because I'm going to make a bold prediction, okay? I actually heard this, but again, it's from the grapevine. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's 100% true. I think it's 90% true. So we'll just call it a prediction, okay? And by the way, and Pioneer, whatever, I've dug for information. I'm releasing all this, okay? And if anybody gets mad, I don't care. You want to shut me up, put me on an NDA and send me one of these things. And then I won't say a peep, okay? I'll be like, all the like Cleveland Terry and Prion Joni, they're all getting them. I'm sure they're going to get them. So you don't hear them saying nothing about this other than just releasing the video because they're probably on NDAs. They can't say nothing. That's how you shut me up, okay? Otherwise, until I get one, I'm just going to report the news. I'm an investigative journalist, okay? But anyway, my prediction, okay, on this controller is that they're not just releasing one controller. They're releasing 2 controllers. They're dropping on January 13th in 2 days. They are going to officially announce these controllers. I don't think they're dropping. They'll probably drop in a week. I think they're probably going to drop like, the 20th or like maybe the week after. But in 2 days, Pioneer allegedly will make the official announcement of not 1, but 2 brand new controllers with motorized platters, okay? You're going to have the REV7 7-inch motorized platters, essentially an S7 in the middle of it, screens in the middle of the platters, everything you would ever need, okay? And for the next level DJ, okay? The next level, if you're really trying to take it up a notch, they're also releasing the REV10. 10-inch platters, an S11-like mixer in the middle with the screen. That's the screen that's in the video, okay? That's the screen that's in the video. The platters are going to be bigger. This is going to be their flagship Mac Daddy full Shanae package controller. And they're going to announce both in 2 days. Mark my words. You heard it here first, people, okay? You heard it here first, people. And I'll tell you right now, you can bet your ass I'm buying it. Full price. I don't give a shit. I need this. I have to have it. And I'm telling you right now, I will buy, I am, as soon as I'm done this video, as a matter of fact, I'm going to reach out to any plug I have, like in the, in the selling space of DJ equipment. And I'm going to try and get a pre-order in or make sure like I can get in immediately. I'm going to try and get this controller as fast as possible so I can review it, so I can use it in general. I want this thing in the worst way. So I will make videos of it and everything as soon as I can get it. I'm not going to be the first one to have it. not on that level yet, people, but I'm getting this shit because this is crazy. But you heard it here first. There's going to be two. REV7, REV10. They're going to blow away. Now, as far as price and stuff, like I said, they're going to announce it in 2 days, so we'll find out. So I heard. As far as price and stuff, my prediction is I think the REV7 is going to be $2,000. I think it's going to be $19,999.99. Okay, I think that's going to be the list price of the REV7. I think the REV10 is going to be $23.99. Okay, closer to $2,400, $2,500 range. They're not going to be cheap for these controllers. You got to remember when the SZ came out, it was next level. They're charging $2,000 for that thing. And now you look at it, it's like, I mean, it's still a super solid, great controller. Like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. But, feature-wise, I mean, it's kind of behind the, I would rather have the SRT, SRT, they came out pretty affordable for that. But when you have motors for the moving platters and stuff, it makes it a lot more expensive. When you have all those screens and whatnot, it's going to be a lot more expensive. I'm telling you, I think the REV7, it's going to start at $2,000, and then the next one up is going to be $2,400. So it's going to be a big investment. But I think it's going to be worth every penny. I think, they finally literally put together my two turntables in my S9. Like, that's everything. Like, that's what I use. If you know me, see me DJ, like, that's all I use. And to have that all in one on a controller, I'm not going to give up my turntables because, like, I don't have to, my turntables here stay set up. My turntables and my furniture stay set up. So I don't have to, like, set up things every time. So I don't, that's the only benefit really is just to, it's easier to set up, easier to carry and all that. But when I have to do any type of event where I'm not using my furniture, a club, anything like that, I'm buying this and this is what I'm using. I am, like, unbelievably pumped. I couldn't recommend it more. It looks like crazy, but obviously when we find everything out in 2 days, allegedly, we'll see what's up with it, and then I'll do another. We'll talk about it next show too next week and talk about like everything we know, and we'll be giddy together. We'll be all excited together. But regardless of whether any some of this stuff's true or not, it's looking like they're going to take a warm dump on the chest of rain. And, really sorry about that, Rain. So, I feel bad for you guys. I hope you guys have an answer, But for now, woo!